So we are making a rghaif. Rghaif will need plain flour, so it's 375 grams of plain flour. I have a tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of sugar, and 1 egg. We have 1 egg to add on. And then water as we mix, but we also need to add 2 tablespoons of oil. And 2 tablespoons of oil. Some warm water. Gradually adding bit by bit until the mixture becomes together. Gets them together, we're going to allow it to rest for 15 minutes. Now it will rest for 15 minutes, and while that's resting we'll have to make the almonds to stuff. Okay, the almonds, we have 250 grams of almonds. I've blanched them in hot water and taken the skin off. Half of the almonds are fried and allowed to rest, half I've left without frying. After that I've placed them in the blender with 100 grams of sugar, and Arabic gum, which is probably just 3 or 4 little grains of Arabic gum, a teaspoonful of blossom water, and a teaspoon of butter, unsalted butter. So I've already ground this. I need to mix it further, grind it further. We want to blend them quite fine because we don't want them to penetrate the flour when we trying to wrap them up. There we go. So now I'm going to make them into small balls. Get some oil my hands. Okay, so this has rested for 15 minutes, taking it out. I'm going to make it into, oh sorry, the balls are there. Cut them down. I've oiled the surface, so I'm going to make them into small little balls as well. So divide time and time again I'll just oil my hands so the flour can be easily manipulated. Because you just want a bite size. You don't want it to be too big. So we've divided them. We will grab one, but make sure the centre is quite. Don't make it too thin because you don't want it to split. And grab one of the balls and put it in the centre, and then we just wrap it over the top. And again. Side. It's wrapped. And continue. You can see the centre is still quite thick, so I don't want to and now I'll be starting to fry. I've got some oil and honey. So after frying, we'll dip them in some honey. Get some honey and coat it in honey. So after frying them, putting them in the honey, there we go. And I've put them in, after dipping them in the honey, I actually put them in a sieve. And so they can, so the honey can drip off. Also what I do is partially cook them. So I can freeze them, when I start frying, I leave it in for about 5 seconds either way, either side. And then I place it in the freezer and they keep. So when I need them to make them fresh, literally take them out of the freezer, and fry them again and put them in the honey, and they're as good as new. So they're easy to make beforehand for any occasion, and enjoy.